Hey there, welcome to Crowworks Chainsaws. Today we're going to be looking at this Black and Decker 20 max volt lithium ion chainsaw. I just got it on sale, wanted to try it out. It's a 10-inch chainsaw, which isn't that great, but I'm hoping it'll be good for cutting down, brush, small trees, things that are in the way. So we're going to take a look at what's inside this box and see how it works. The first thing you got to know about this is that the battery and charger is sold separately. So if you don't already have a battery and charger, you are SOL. As you can see over here, I have a few Black and Decker 20 volt lithium ion things lying around. So I've got a couple batteries to spare. All right, so let's see what's inside the box. We're getting there, Oh, she really shouldn't be this difficult. Oh, okay, I got it. There's piece of cardboard you got to fold up here in order to get it out. Hope to God I don't have to return this thing. And it's a little chainsaw. So out of the box, it's pretty well assembled. There's nothing to do, just pull it out, which can be difficult at times. So all we have to do is put the battery on, put some oil in here, and we should be good to go. So first thing we're going to do is grab the battery, boom, slide it in like this, and you're good to go. Next step, oil. Turn the little thingy like that. Luckily, I have a whole bunch of chainsaw oil right here. And pour it in. Oiling the chain is super important because if you don't, the chain can really heat up, mess up your bar, snap, and potentially hurt you real bad. We're just gonna fill it up as far as we can go. And that should be more than good. And she goes, and next we'll check the tension. It seems super tight. I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I like it a little bit looser. Maybe that's wrong. Let me know. To tension it, loosen it. Oh, look how loose that gets. That's not good. Tighten it up a bit so there's just a little bit of breathing space. Tighten that, and you're good to go. So again, turn this to unlock it. Turn the orange thing to loosen and tighten. So once you've got the tension right, you got to realize that the 20 volt version of the chainsaw has a manual oiling system. So you've got a pump in here. It said 3 times, I went 8 times because I'd rather have too much oil than too little oil. All right, and here we go. Press this. Oh, look at that. There's a little thing you got to cut before you actually use it. Just give me a second. All right. And it's working. All right, so now that we've managed to get it out of the box, we're going to see if we can't use it on some of the trees that have fallen down on the path. Luckily, the trees weren't too big, so it should be a cinch. Again, I'm just going to make sure there's some oil on the bar by pressing down 3 times. And we should be good to go. First cut with a new toy. Well, it seemed to work. The wood was frozen, so it didn't cut through really quickly, but it cut through. Let's do a couple more cuts and see how it goes. As with any new blade, you want to be checking the tension pretty regularly. See, it's already getting a little bit slack. Not too much though. I'll tighten it up in a few more cuts, I think. Now, if she can get me through this mess, I'll be pretty impressed. All right, where do we start? All right, color me impressed. I have to admit, wasn't looking forward to this, but seems to be done. Well, I did manage to cut through most of the path. Those guys came down, that came down, this got chopped up. Got some more pieces over here that were done. And it didn't even use a full charge. Walked out here with 3 batteries, still have to touch 2. I have to admit I'm impressed by the battery life on this thing. I was expecting it to die after 2 or 3 cuts. But it's still going. And I'm just gonna clear up some of that stuff there and then call it a day. 5 minutes later and the trees are gone. All right, so for our final test, we are going to try to cut down this tree here, or at least clear it out of the way. Managed to hit the house, so it's got to go. So let's time this guy and see how long this battery lasts. All right, so I have to admit, I was pretty impressed with some of the cuts. The guy actually made it through here. That's at least, I don't know, maybe 10 inches, but pretty solid. Trimmed all the way up almost to here. And kind of died on the second cut here. Well, we managed to use up 1 more battery and we got here. If I might say so, not too bad for a tiny little machine that my neighbors are no doubt going to mock me endlessly about. But does the job. Slowly, with a couple batteries, it works. So what are my final takes on this guy? I like it. I think it really works. It's not super powerful, but it's only 20 volt. Doesn't last forever, but it's only 20 volt. If you've got the patience, if you've got a small job to do, I would even go as far as a medium-sized job to do. It really does the trick. The only downside is having to manually push the oil to your bar. I don't trust myself to really make sure that I've always got oil in the blade. And to be honest, it hasn't gone down very much. If I'm using a standard chainsaw by now, I'd have to put a bit more oil in there. Beyond that, I really like it. I know John's gonna make fun of it, but it's lightweight, it's grab and go. You just have to make sure that your oil's good, the batteries are charged, and you have a couple extra lying around in your pockets. That's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below.